Hello, my name is Erika Zapata. I am physician and I am a specialty of safety and health of the work, and I have another specialty of ergonomics. I have been worked at risks about ergonomic risks since 10 years ago when I started for my formation with SENEA, and I love this methodology. I love the work that I can do with these companies with my formation. At this time, I want to talk about the Latin Questionnaire, which one is a tool, very useful tool, to identify this population into the company who has symptomatology of her upper extremity. I want to start with my experience with this company. I started to work this company about 10, more than 10 years ago. And it's a company that is improving this, his system gestion very slowly. All the standards, use of individual elements of protection and surveillance of health very lately. So it's grateful for me to grow up with them. And in this process, I want to know about his level of risk and the prevalence of symptomatology on their population. So that's why I decide to use this tool. Initially, I designed of health surveillance about work-related disorders, and then we start with the valorations. But they have a lot of population, and unfortunately, like many companies, they dedicate a short time to this valoration because they want to reach the type of production and to have outside worker. It is no to have to this reach to this objective. That's why I decided to make something that can make a filter and show me the population that need to be validated, to need to be in consult with me to identify or to go more than in another exams with another specialties or in another strategies to intervene his healthy condition. Was very um, um, amazing the results that I can identify because we are subjective. We think we have a lot of a high risk about moving repeatments, but repetitive movements. Sorry, but when we was validating the person, the people, we can see that the population was low. So was interesting to ask why. So we did the process. First, we validate the people, and then we make or we apply a checklist. So it was very interesting because subjectively you think that the repeated movements was very high, but then you have the prevalence of the pathology, and you see it's between the 6 and 8%, you can say, oh my God, this level is too near to the population no exposure, exposure. So you say, oh, what happened? What happened here? Why the level that's usually, I think, it is now correspond with the results of the prevalence of symptomatology that we can identify with the Latin Questionnaire. So then we can apply OCRA and we find the result was about 8 and 10 pounds. So at that moment we can understand that it is a correspondence about the level of OCRA checklist and the prevalence of the symptomatology and next pathologist persons. So it was very interesting exercise. At the process, we can learn many things about the tools. Like it's very simple. You can delegate the registration to another professional, like a physiotherapist or like an occupational therapist, or somebody can help you to apply the tool because it's easy. It's very high, very sensitive level because when you valorate, you make your medical exam, you can see that the positive umbrella is near or is relationary, is proportional to the findings, medical findings at this evaluation. So it's very comfortable. You have trust on the tool. They have a very high specify because the tool show us the symptomatology in every segment of the upper extremity. So you can focalize or you can identify specifically the segment that is compromised or that has the symptom or has the umbral positive, the positive umbral, sorry for that. So these three characteristics are very us. Is very helpful at the work, at the like a tool that you can use to make an initial filter to the population, to the people. You have to make this, that you have to make the surveillance. So that's why I love it. I love it, and I always include this tool when I design a surveillance health system because it's easy, it's very sensitive, and very specific, and has a high proportionality with the clinic evaluation. Was interesting to work with another tool who use it. In our country there is a social security system. These are composed by many different parts. One of them who has to work on the sorry for the redundancy, for the risks at work as the ARL, Laboral Risk Administration. So they have another tool, but was very interesting because that tool is not specific. It's too high, has too many questions, and these questions are not related with the risks at work. So you have a lot of information about many parts of the body, but I know it's something that you can give you information useful to the surveillance health system. That so has at the moment I have the two tools, and I can see the results with one and to the other. You can see that one is not specific and this is specific and can help you to see to make the surveillance to the effect that you want to prevent at this company. So the results was very interesting, was very I don't know how to say this, give you a better point of view about the identification of population at the companies, and make you identify specifically the population that you have to survive, surveillance all time, that population that you have to care about it, and the population that you have to be near from to with the purpose of avoid a pathology specifically or a sequel. So um, uh, uh, I already decided to work with this to for all my surveillance health systems. The when I can do this consultings at the company. Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure for me to to be with you and can to make this message for you. Have a good day.